French and Indian War was a conflict between France and Britain that lasted from 1754 to 1763. In order to oust the French from a key fortified position at Fort Duquesne near what is today Pittsburgh, Scottish Brigadier General John Forbes used a strategy called the Protected Advance, in which he built fortified strongholds and supply lines on his way to the French fort. This line of forts and supply lines became known as the Forbes Road. Fort Ligonier, then called Loyalhanna, was built in 1758 and served as the last point on this road and the fort from which the attacks on Fort Duquesne would be sent. Although it is known where the majority of the fort stood, there was a cannon fortification known as a fascine battery that stood a distance away from the fort. It was this fortification that the Juniata Field School set out to find. The students have to be very careful to dig into the test units one layer at a time. As they dig down deeper into soil horizons, they can see a noticeable change in soil color and texture. When the archaeologists find an artifact, they take care to leave it in situ until they can map it in context with the total station.
So what is this?
That's pretty sure that the museum has on display a watch key from the 1960s excavation, and that, I think, is the tip of it.
Yeah, one more, maybe the second to last, maybe the last trench. I'm doing a little calculation.
After just 2 weeks of test excavations, the field school located and documented a linear subsurface feature exactly where the palisade was predicted to be, using historic maps and modern survey techniques. The excavator records and artifacts will be turned over to the museum at Fort Ligonier.
It's been a lot of fun. It's different. It's not like, the usual classroom setting. We get to actually get out, dig around and participate in a real archaeological dig, which is cool. It's different, it's fun, it's unique.
In 2016, the field school hopes to return to document the artillery battery so that it can be reconstructed for educational purposes and incorporated into the existing living history site.